The industry has drilled over 16,000 wells for coal bed methane in Alberta. Of those 16,000, about 15,500 are on this coal bed methane play, and it extends from the south end just north of east of Calgary all the way up to just south of Edmonton. So about 150 miles long and probably about 50 miles wide is this fairway trend. And so from a geological depositional perspective, what happened is during the Laramide uplift, you had, prior to that, sorry, during the uplift of the Rockies to the west, you had a whole bunch of sediments coming in and forming all of these deltas into a shallow retreating sea, which was the Bearpaw Sea that was going that way. The sediments were coming in this way, and so you had all these delta plains, which led to a whole bunch of coal deposition on a variety of layers that would prograde it into the basin. And so the coals that are here represent one horizon within the Horseshoe Canyon, and I think if you look at the section in the field guide, you'll talk about the Tolman member and the Drumheller tongue and all of these things. And so you had a series of transgressions, regressions, where the seas came in and they went back out again, and each time they went, there was a sea level fall, the sandstone, siltstones of the delta and stuff prograded into this Bearpaw Sea and kept moving and moving further east. And each time you had one of those delta plains, you had coals deposited. So you have about 3 different ages of coal deposition that form up this coal bed methane play. And so the coals that are being explored here, or are being producing here, are different than the ones that are 20 miles further to the east. That's a different package. That's going to be it's going to be older and different coals, but basically they look exactly the same. It's the same sort of stratigraphic sequence in terms of thin coals and separated by some mudstones and some sandstones and such. And so more recently, in the last 2 years, the Alberta government, what they've done is they've turned around and said, well, we recognize that the gas isn't coming just from these coals. They can come from the